Okay, so this is Dylan Crew, and I chose to do my presentation on jumbo jets, or more specifically the Boeing 737, which is the most commonly used plane in airports. So the first ever Boeing to be created, or at least flown, was flown on February 9th of 1969, and it was dubbed the City of Everett after the place it was flown in. This revolutionary masterpiece of aerospace engineering was the start of an amazing line of technological advancements in that field, and many planes were made afterwards. And this is one of them right now, the plane that was first made. This is one of the later models. So how it works, right, is the plane uses a boost from the engines to move forward. So this happens when the plane-like, or the fan-like, blades inside of the engine move at a very rapid pace, as you can see here, and this compresses the air inside. And then the fuel pumps that are located on like the innermost port of the wing in relation to the body of the plane pump a light petroleum into the mixture, and it kind of combines the compressed air and the light petroleum together, and then an electric spark is used to cause a sort of explosion, which is then forced backwards out of the back of the engine, which causes the jet to propel itself forward. So here's a diagram of how this kind of happens with like this three-stage fan, and then there's the compressor, and then the gas or the fuel is added in, and the combustor creates the spark, and then the explosion kind of shoots out the back here toward the exhaust nozzle, and this can be either expanded or contracted, as it's said here, to change the pressure, which then changes the acceleration of the entire jet as a whole. Now, there's a lot of things that goes into a flight that comes outside of the plane and aside from the engine. One of these things would be a runway, which provides the plane with enough time to get enough speed to be able to lift off and catch the air currents. You also need right here a takeoff tower, which is very important because they use a system that monitors the airways to make sure all the flight paths are safe and no one's going to crash. And then I'd say the most important thing is probably to have a pilot or a trained professional right here in the cockpit to make sure that the flight goes smoothly and everyone gets to where they need to be on time and safely. And as you can see with this little bender in the back here, little fender thing, and with the wings, obviously, there's something called aerodynamics that the plane uses to catch the air and allow it to glide through the air so smoothly. And this is how everything happens, basically. The turning, all of that stuff, and stuff like turbulence can mess that up, so they have certain mechanics to counter that stuff, like this right here. Thank you for watching, or listening, I guess.